this is Neha and today we will talk about something which most of the people struggle with. Cravings. Yes, probably this is the problem that we have to deal with for our entire lifetime. Because food is accessible everywhere. Every corner of the road has restaurant and just in few clicks you would be able to order the food from online. And most of the people have no control or willpower to curb their cravings. And this has impacted their life so much that most of the people struggle with a lot of health issues. Definitely, you can work on lessening the impacts by following certain steps, which I did. So let's go ahead and figure out why we get cravings and what we can do about it. Number one, stress. The reason for 99% of the health issues that we get is stress. When you are stressed, sympathetic nervous system would be activated and your brain suggests you to eat more and more of food. And that's because you're in fight or flight mode. That means your body thinks that you're in some danger and you need more energy. And where does the energy comes from? It comes from the food. That's why your brain suggests you to have more food. But in real scenario, you're not in danger, but you're just stressed. But anyways, since you're stressed, the body will release the stress hormones, that is cortisol, which will in turn increases the appetite. And that will give you cravings. So it becomes very much important that we don't overstress ourselves. So what you can do about it? Simply make a conscious decision not to stress, right? And along with that, you can get some peaceful sleep and do some yoga or meditation or some breath work to reduce your stress levels. And remember, meditation also helps in increasing your willpower and mental strength. Number two, real wholesome food and drinks. These days, food industries are producing a lot of products which look like food, but indeed they aren't. We have been eating a lot of artificial sugars, processed food, canned food, GMOs, food items with a lot of pesticides and hormones, which are just filling our stomach without providing the 100% nutrition they're promising. And the ingredients that they have been using, like sugar, salt, MSG and other chemicals, it builds an addictive behavior towards that food item. It will make you go back to that food item again and again, never leaving you satisfied. So, if you're having more and more of these kind of artificial food items, you will end up having a lot of cravings. So, it becomes very crucial that you will replace every artificial food that you have with natural, fresh, wholesome food items. Also, people have this habit of eating lots and lots of simple carbohydrates, which gets digested very quickly, making you hungry again. So, choose to eat complex carbohydrates most of the time. Also, prioritize eating protein, good fats, fibers and micronutrients like fruits and vegetables. This will nourish your body, giving all the nutrients that it needs. Also, since it takes more time to digest, it will keep you satiated for longer time. Number 3, eating faster. What is the average time taken by most of the people to complete their meals? Could be less than 10 minutes, right? People are always on the go that they never really prioritize spending some quality time eating their meals. Even if they did, their eyes would be hooked to either cell phones or TV or something else. They don't really pay attention to the food they are having. But do you know that your brain requires at least 20 minutes to register that you are having food and send out signals accordingly, whether you're full or whether you can eat some more? The thought of the food, the aroma, the visuals, touch and the taste, they trigger the hypothalamus in the brain. And this we call it cephalophasic digestive response. And if you constantly fail to trigger the brain by eating too quickly and not paying attention to the food, you're never satisfied. Though your stomach is full, your brain will always crave for more food. So, the slower you eat and pay more attention to the food, the more satisfied you will be and would be able to ward off those cravings. Fourth one, nutrition deficiency. Our ancient wisdom, Ayurveda, suggests that every meal should include all the shadrasas, that is, 6 tastes, which are sweet, sour, salt, pungent, bitter, and astringent. You can find the astringent taste in most of the raw vegetables, few of the fruits, and little bit in honey. Even our modern science says that lack of vitamins and minerals can trigger cravings. So the logic here is bring in the variety. Bring in all the kind of 6 tastes into your plate rather just oats, broccoli and chicken, and nourish your body with all the nutrients that every cell in your body requires. Number 5, habits. We just love to eat food, don't we? Apart from having heavy meals, we would like to snack in between the meals. And most of the snacks are made of simple carbohydrates. And our brain loves simple carbs. And that's because it takes a lot of energy for the brain to function, and it has to rely on something which is quick and high in calories, which are carbs. So whenever you have carbs, the feel-good hormones like serotonin and dopamine gets released in your body, and that elevates your mood instantly. Hang on. Though it makes you feel great temporarily, the end result will be compulsive overeating, resulting in gaining weight. So make sure that you're building constructive habits. Number 6, sustainability. Have you ever noticed that whenever you're on a calorie deficit diet for a longer time and get back to the normal diet, you will tend to have a lot more than required and end up gaining back all the weight that you had lost? Or have you just observed, even if you just delay your meal by 2 to 3 hours, you end up having a lot more calories? Yes, that's how the psychology works. If you overdo anything, it will backfire. I personally have experienced this. In 2018, I did a lot of workout and diet because of my competition. But the following year, in 2019, I had little motivation to eat right and work out. I would call this deep craving, which was hidden inside and someday shows up on the surface all of a sudden. So it becomes very much important that you choose something which is sustainable for you. That's alright if your weight loss journey takes years together to happen. You will have to choose something which you can do for a longer time, rather crush diets. Number 7, extreme physical activities. If you involve yourself a lot in CrossFit, cycling, spinning, jogging, etc., any form of cardiovascular exercises without taking care of your nutrition, chances are you might end up having more food. This can even happen if you overtrain with respect to strength training. I tell you why. Aerobic exercises need a lot of fuel, which is mostly coming from the carbs that you consumed. But once you exhaust the carb resources in the body, which is in the form of glycogen, you will have to replenish it. And at this point of time, you literally crave for a lot of carbs. So you might be wondering how the athletes would manage, right? The thing is, athletes are aware of their nutrition. They properly rejuvenate their body and recover well. But most of the general population, they don't have the basic understanding of the nutrition. Hence, they crave for food, especially carbs, because they need energy to fuel their body to do those cardiovascular exercises. So, it becomes very much important that you choose an activity which is not so demanding on your energy resources. Number 8, behavior. If you've been doing the mistakes that we just discussed, It means this particular behavioral pattern is deeply ingrained within you, and it is not easier to break that pattern that your brain has recorded in its memory. But it's not something which is impossible. You will definitely be able to break this pattern by putting constant effort over a long period of time. And also be positive and be hopeful and believe in yourself that you will be able to break this pattern and cultivate new behavioral habits which are very constructive for you. Okay, last but not the least, I will tell you about some food which helps you avoid cravings. Yes, Indian gooseberry. Try eating Indian gooseberry and let me know about the results in comment section. Alright guys, that's it for today, and I really hope that these tips were useful and you will inculcate them in your lifestyle. See you in my next video. Namaste.